Again, and welcome back. Here we are still working on our product list, and we've gotten pretty far. It's looking pretty good, right? And we've solved a lot of challenges so far, so good for you if you've made it this far. Let's do a little bit more, right? I think there's still a few more things that we can take care of here. So you might have broken down your file into multiple components, and that's really great. Let's talk about challenge number 11, right? So challenge 11 says, unless you went rogue, the page is probably looking pretty bland, right? We actually added some styles, so we kind of already did this one, right? I just kind of did as we were working. So this is just to add styles to the page. So feel free to embellish on these styles and add your own flair to them and whatever you think looks good. I'm sure it's going to look great. So go for that, right? Let's talk about challenge number 12 then. Right? So I'll leave 11 up to you to how you style things. Okay? So challenge number 12, right? So in this one, the challenge is to create an all button, because right now I can't list all 100 categories anymore, right? Like not everybody is displaying. Like I'm getting 3, I can get these 4, that one, only 1 in books. I feel like we need more. Yeah, so like we need a button here that says show all, right? Or all, items, right? So how are we going to display that, right? So there's a couple ways that we could handle this, right? So let's talk about it, right? So let me go and get our code here for a moment, right? And there's a few solutions, so I'll leave it up to you. Why don't you can even stop the video if you have some ideas and you can give it a try, right? Maybe actually even before you stop, if you haven't stopped it yet, let's maybe talk about it a little bit, and then you can try it, and then I'll walk through a solution, right? So let's look at app for a moment. So I'm looking at app here, and here I've got all the categories that I'm passing in. What if I passed in a name here that doesn't exist on the list? Like, for example, like if I say use state and I set this to all like that, then you'll see none of the buttons are highlighted and I don't see anything, right? So, what if we had an extra button here for the all button, right? Then this would match that category name and that button would be selected, right? So one idea is we have to add an extra category that is named all, okay? So that's one idea, right? Or at least a button that has that name on it, okay? Second, if you look at the category list and we look in here, you can see that or actually product list, my mistake, right? If we look at the product list here, you can see we're filtering and we're only showing products or objects that match the category name. So here we need to do a little bit of work so that if the category name is all, like ALL, then we also show them. So this has to be true, like whatever we return here from filter, like after the arrow here, but inside the parentheses right here, like this expression right here has to evaluate to true when the category name matches or if the category name is ALL. Okay? So there's a couple clues there. You can give it stop the video and you can give it a try and try it out on your own. And then we can walk through a solution. Okay, so how did you do? Let's give it a try together, right? And you might come up with a different solution than what I suggest too. So it's perfectly okay if you have your own ideas and they're working out for you, right? So I'm just going and then also like what I suggest here is just one solution, right? This is kind of an open-ended kind of problem. There's a lot of ways to solve it, right? Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna import the product list, but I think I'm just gonna add an extra item to the list, okay? So, or maybe that's what I thought at first, but now I'm thinking like maybe that's kind of like, I don't know, that's kind of a nice quick idea, but maybe in the future it might cause problems, right? If I add something to that list, but it would be nice because I would have the category here. Let's give it a try. We'll give it a try, right? So I got my data here. Where is my... Oh no, that's the products. Wait, I want the category list. So let's talk about category list first. So to display the buttons here, right? I got my categories and my counts here, and we can add another item to that list. So I'll say cats and counts dot push, and remember this is full of objects that all have a name. So in this case, I'm going to make the name all and a count. And again, this maybe is not a great idea. And I know there's 100 products. I should really get that from the list of products, but I'll just type 100 in there for now. Okay. What did I get there? I got some problem here. Oh, you know what? I got to move this above that line there. There we go, right? Oh, maybe this is a problem. I thought that was going to be a problem, right? Actually, now it doesn't. You know, it added a couple. See, I think that's a problem if we run this code again. Actually, maybe that'll work. I don't know. Actually, it doesn't seem to be having a problem. For a moment there, it was kind of having a problem. I'm going to stick with this for now, even though I have this feeling I might regret it. But let's just go with it. Okay. So anyway, so I've got this new list of all the categories. You know what? Actually, you know what might be better even? I just thought of this. What if we did this inside our data.js? That's actually probably the better solution. I'm going to cut that out of there. Go back to data.js, and here, before we return the categories and the counts, I'm going to do categories and counts, push all these guys, and then I can get the data.length here, because that should be the number. Yeah, I think that's a lot better. So I'll just add a category for all there. Okay, so that'll add a button. Right now I don't have any products that are named all though. Okay, so how are we going to work with that? Let's go back now to the product list. Okay, so I think we've kind of taken care of the button part. Now we need the list here to recognize when you click the all button. So I'm going to go to the product list, and in my product list here, remember this is where we need to filter, right? And we need to know if the category is all. So what I'm going to do is, and again, like, let me kind of point out where the parentheses are here so we don't make a mistake, right? So I've got object, this is my function, right? And then it's going to take in the object, and then it's going to return this value, right? And I need to return true if I want to display a product. So if the category name matches, I want to return true, or, and I'll put the double pipe there, right? So this means or, so if the left-hand side is true or the right-hand side is true, then this is a true. So here what I want to do is say if the category equals all, okay? So if the category name is ALL, then this is true, or if the object category matches the category name, then it's true, okay? So let's refresh and see what happens. So there's all, oh, and everybody shows up, right? So there's 100 products, and if I click on this, I get 2, and if I click the 100, I get 100, right? Okay, there's health, I get 5, clothing, right? So I think that that's a pretty good solution there. I'm kind of happy with that, more than the first one. So anyway, how did you do? You know, if you got any other ideas, post them to the comments, or, you know, let me know in class and we can discuss alternate solutions, right? But I think this one works pretty good for us, right? And again, thanks for watching. Oh, wait, before we're done, let's talk about the next challenge, right? Okay. So we got the display all category button working, right? Let's talk about challenge 13, okay? So this challenge is to show the sum of all the prices of all the products, right? And then display it in a component. And so to do this, you're going to use reduce, right? So imagine at the bottom of the page here, I'll click on this so we only have two, but imagine down here at the bottom of the page, we can say total cost of all products and, you know, display it down here as a component, okay? So to do that, you'll have to reduce to show us the cost of everything, okay? And then there's a couple other things here. So this says display account for as a badge for each of the category labels. So that we've kind of already started with that, but maybe it would be nice if this element here was like in a little circle or something, right? You know, you see that like on your notifications, right? So, you know, maybe the category could be in a little circle there, right? So that's that challenge, right? And then there's a couple other here, so you can try those, right? Oh, and this says display the number of units, right? So currently we're displaying the rating, but you could also display the number of units here too, okay? So I'll leave those for you to give a try at, and then we can talk about them and cover them in the next video. So, and again, thanks for watching.